Welcome to Wisdom in Buddhism. Are you ready to step boldly into 2025 and unlock your full potential? Today, we'll explore how the timeless wisdom of Buddhist teachings can ignite transformative change in your life. Together, we'll uncover profound insights, actionable steps, and empowering perspectives to guide you on a journey of self-discovery and unstoppable growth. Let's begin this path to personal greatness. Your future self is waiting. 1. Embrace your uniqueness. Every individual has a unique combination of strengths and weaknesses that makes them uniquely valuable. Consider the story of a famous painter who, despite being colorblind, created stunning pieces of art by understanding and leveraging his unique perspective. This teaches us that what might seem like a limitation can actually be a strength, if we view it through the lens of self-acceptance and creativity. Embracing your uniqueness isn't just about acknowledging your talents. It's about turning what makes you different into your greatest strength. Imagine yourself as a lotus seed, buried beneath the thick mud of societal expectations, self-doubt, and routine. Every challenge, every setback you face is akin to the layers of mud and silt that seem to obscure your light. Yet, just as the lotus seed has the innate potential to rise through the murky water and bloom into a beautiful flower, so too do you have the potential to overcome your challenges and shine. Think of the times you felt overshadowed or underestimated, perhaps at work, in your personal relationships, or even within your innermost thoughts. Now, reflect on the unique strengths you brought to these situations. Maybe it's your creative thinking, your ability to listen, or your resilience. These are not just skills, they are the essence of your unique self, the petals of your lotus. Practical application: embracing uniqueness in daily life. 1. Daily affirmations. Start each day with a positive affirmation that highlights a unique aspect of your personality or abilities. For example, I am a compassionate listener, or my creativity resolves the chaos around me. These affirmations are your sunlight, essential for your growth. 2. Journaling for self-reflection. Maintain a journal where you write down your thoughts and feelings about the events of the day. Focus on moments where your unique qualities made a difference. This practice is like the nutrients absorbed by the lotus, feeding your self-esteem and self-awareness. 3. Setting personal challenges. Challenge yourself in areas where your unique attributes can shine. This could be leading a project at work, taking up a new hobby, or helping someone in need. Each challenge is a step towards the surface, where you can bloom fully. Engage with a community or a group where you feel safe and valued for who you are. This could be a local club, an online group, or a volunteer organization. Share your journey and listen to others. Just as a pond hosts many lotuses, each with its unique beauty, learning from others can help you appreciate your own uniqueness even more. Every lotus flower faces rain, wind, and storms, yet they continue to bloom, season after season. Similarly, by recognizing and embracing your unique qualities, you build resilience against the adversities of life. When you know your worth, you are less likely to be swayed by temporary setbacks or the negative opinions of others. By embracing your uniqueness, you are not just surviving, you are thriving. Each day presents a new opportunity to grow and shine, to show the world the beauty of your bloom. Remember, no other flower in the pond is quite like you, and that is your power. 2. Boundless potential. Buddhist teachings assert that the only true limitations are those we place upon ourselves. Picture a bird hesitating at the open door of its cage, unaware it's always been free to soar. This image serves as a metaphor for self-imposed barriers that restrict us. In 2025, it's time to break free from these constraints, transforming every I can't into I can do anything. Visualizing this transformation involves recognizing the boundless sky as your playground. Let's delve into strategies to shatter these mental cages, empowering you to embrace a life without limits. Begin by reflecting on the metaphor of the caged bird. This bird, much like many of us, grew accustomed to the confines of its cage, forgetting the vastness of the sky waiting just beyond. This serves as a powerful analogy for the mental and emotional cages we often unknowingly construct around ourselves, whether they be fears, outdated beliefs, or societal expectations that dictate what we can and cannot achieve. Consider the story of an entrepreneur who once believed they were too inexperienced to start a business. Initially, their fear of failure and rejection mirrored the invisible bars of a cage. However, by embracing the principle of boundless potential, they began to see each setback as a stepping stone rather than a stop sign. This shift in perspective allowed them to transform their small, home-based business into a thriving enterprise. Strategies to unlock your boundless potential. 1. Mind mapping your mental barriers. Take a piece of paper and create a mind map that lists down all the fears and doubts you have about pursuing your dreams. Connecting these dots visually can help you understand the source of your limitations and begin the process of breaking them down. 2. Affirmations and visualizations. Develop a daily practice of affirmations that focus on your capabilities and strengths. Complement this with visualizations where you see yourself achieving your goals. Imagine the sensation of success and the steps you took to get there. This practice not only enhances your mental resilience but also prepares you to act with confidence. 3. Gradual exposure to fears. Break down your fears into manageable steps. If you're afraid of public speaking, start by speaking to smaller, more familiar groups before addressing larger crowds. This method, known as gradual exposure therapy in psychological practice, can help desensitize you to the fears that bind you. 4. Seeking inspirational stories. Regularly read or listen to stories of people who have overcome similar barriers. Understanding their methods and mindset can provide practical insights and motivational boosts that encourage you to pursue your path. 5. Mentorship and community support. Engage with mentors who have navigated similar challenges. Joining communities that foster growth and encouragement can also provide a support system that empowers you to push beyond your perceived limits. Practical application. Implementing change. To truly embrace a life without limits, start applying these strategies in a targeted manner. For instance, if you're looking to change careers but hesitate due to fear of the unknown, use affirmations to bolster your confidence, engage in skills training to prepare yourself, and connect with individuals who have made similar transitions. Once you start breaking these mental barriers, the effects can ripple through all aspects of your life. Your relationships can deepen, your career may advance more rapidly, and your self-esteem will likely soar. As you move closer to realizing your boundless potential, each success builds upon the last, creating a life that is as expansive as the sky above. By understanding and implementing these strategies, you not only realize your own potential, but also inspire those around you to reconsider their own boundaries. In 2025, let the sky be your limit, and remember, every boundary is an invitation to expand further. 3. Shaping a bright future. Imagine your daily actions as seeds you plant today, each one capable of blossoming into a future of immense potential. Buddhism emphasizes the power of rebirth. Each morning, what we choose to do today directly shapes our tomorrow. By focusing on gratitude and intentional actions, no matter how small, you lay the groundwork for a future filled with achievements and fulfillment. This segment will explore practical steps to turn everyday routines into powerful rituals of success, ensuring that even the darkest nights lead to the brightest dawns. Visualize your life as a garden where every action you take is like planting a seed. Just as a gardener carefully chooses where to plant seeds to ensure optimal growth, you must select which habits and actions to cultivate based on the future you want to create. Each choice, from the mundane to the significant, has the potential to grow into remarkable achievements. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in shaping your future. By being fully present in the moment and intentionally directing your actions, you align your immediate choices with your long-term goals. This could be as simple as dedicating time each morning to plan your day, ensuring that your activities align with your objectives, or as involved as setting aside regular periods for reflection and adjustment of your goals. Gratitude is a powerful tool for positive change. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a mindset that appreciates and maximizes current resources. Incorporating gratitude into daily life could involve gratitude journaling. Each evening, write down 3 things you were grateful for that day. This could be as simple as a good cup of coffee, a productive meeting, or a moment of connection with a loved one. Mindful acknowledgement. Throughout the day, take moments to consciously acknowledge and appreciate your successes, the beauty around you, and the efforts of others. This practice not only enhances your own well-being but also strengthens your relationships. To turn daily routines into rituals that propel you towards success, consider the following practical steps. Morning rituals. Start your day with a routine that sets a positive tone for the hours ahead. This might include meditation, exercise, reading, or writing in your gratitude journal. Such activities energize you physically and mentally, preparing you to face the day with resilience and optimism. Educational habits. Commit to learning something new every day, whether it's related to your career, a hobby, or personal development. This could involve listening to podcasts, reading articles, or taking online courses. Continuous learning keeps you competitive and innovative. Reflection and adjustment. End your day with a ritual of reflection. Review what went well, what could be improved, and how you can adjust your actions tomorrow to better align with your goals. This practice not only reinforces positive behaviors but also keeps you accountable and flexible in your approach. Recognize that the path to a bright future will inevitably include challenges and setbacks. Like a garden that faces storms and pests, your journey will require maintenance and resilience. Developing coping strategies such as stress management techniques, a strong support network, and a flexible mindset will help you navigate these challenges effectively. Every action you take is a stepping stone to your future. By choosing actions that are infused with intention, gratitude, and strategic thinking, you build a foundation strong enough to support not just a successful tomorrow, but a fulfilling life. With these practices, even the darkest nights will indeed lead to the brightest dawns, ensuring that each day moves you closer to the future you envision. For the joy of hard work. Think about a musician practicing their scales daily. To an outsider, it might seem tedious and repetitive. However, each note played is a step towards mastery, turning their effort into a meditative and joyful journey. This reflects the Buddhist view that hard work aligned with your passions transforms labor into a celebration of your capabilities and brings you closer to achieving your life's dreams. In Buddhism, work is not merely a means of survival. Instead, it is an opportunity to express your soul and align your actions with your deepest life purpose. This is why, when your work reflects what truly inspires you, it ceases to be a burden and becomes a source of joy and fulfillment. Imagine a potter, patiently shaping each vase from clay. To an outsider, this may appear as repetitive labor, but for the potter, every vase represents an act of love, focus, and creativity. Their work is not just a way to make a living, it is how they connect themselves with the world. One of the most important steps to finding joy in work is identifying what truly excites you. Ask yourself, what activities make you lose track of time when you do them? What kind of tasks give you a sense of accomplishment, even in small amounts? What makes you feel most alive when you engage in it? The answers to these questions will reveal your passions and core values. Once you understand this, you can start integrating them into your daily work. For example, if you love creativity, find ways to incorporate it into even repetitive tasks. If you are passionate about helping others, turn every interaction in your work into an opportunity to spread positivity. Buddhism teaches that every action, no matter how small, can become sacred if performed with intention and mindfulness. This means, work with presence, be fully present while performing your tasks. For example, when washing dishes, instead of viewing it as a boring chore, treat it as an opportunity to practice mindfulness. Feel the water, notice the movements of your hands, and immerse yourself in the act. Connect to a deeper purpose, reflect on the larger goal your work serves. A teacher may find joy not just in grading papers but in nurturing the potential of their students. A service worker can find meaning in creating a positive experience for their customers. A famous Buddhist story tells of a monk assigned to sweep the temple courtyard every day. Initially, the monk found the task meaningless and tedious. However, when reminded by his teacher that each sweep could be seen as a way to cleanse his mind and heart, the monk began to sweep with mindfulness and gratitude. Over time, the act of sweeping became a source of joy, a meditation practice, and a way to connect with the present moment. This story reminds us that it is not the nature of the work that matters, but how we approach it. Practical steps to bring joy into your work. 1. Create a gratitude list. Every day, write down one aspect of your work that you are grateful for. Over time, you'll discover many positives, even in tasks you once viewed as insignificant. 2. Set small goals. Break down your work into smaller, achievable goals. These goals not only improve productivity but also give you a sense of accomplishment and joy. 3. Divide and conquer. If you feel overwhelmed by your tasks, break them into manageable steps. Completing each step feels like a small success, keeping your motivation high. 4. Spread joy. Interact with colleagues or those around you with positivity and goodwill. Sharing joy with others creates a ripple effect, fostering a more uplifting work environment. When you work with heart and soul, work is no longer a burden. It becomes a way for you to express yourself, create value, and contribute to the world around you. As the Buddha taught, whatever you do, do it with all your heart. Every effort you make, when done with love and dedication, not only yields results but also brings profound satisfaction. 5. Overcoming excuses. Excuses are the self-forged chains that hold us back from reaching our full potential. Buddhism teaches us to adopt a mindset of action over excuses. This part of the video will uncover common excuses that hinder progress, and provide practical methods to overcome them. By cultivating a culture of responsibility and proactive behavior, you free yourself from these limitations, setting the stage for personal liberation and achievement. Excuses are like invisible chains that we forge for ourselves, seemingly protective but ultimately restrictive. They are born out of fear, doubt, or resistance to change. While they might temporarily shield us from discomfort, they confine us to mediocrity and hold us back from realizing our full potential. Buddhism teaches that true liberation lies in taking responsibility for our actions, cultivating mindfulness, and embracing a proactive mindset to overcome these self-imposed limitations. At their core, excuses are mental barriers we create to avoid discomfort or failure. Common examples include: I don't have time. Often, this stems from a lack of prioritization rather than a genuine shortage of time. I'm not good enough. This reflects self-doubt and fear of judgment. It's too late to start. This mindset stems from the belief that opportunities have an expiration date. What if I fail? Fear of failure often paralyzes us, stopping progress before it even begins. These excuses may feel valid in the moment, but they are often rooted in limiting beliefs rather than actual constraints. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment and taking mindful action. The Buddha taught that our thoughts shape our reality, and by shifting our mindset from avoidance to responsibility, we can break free from excuses. Instead of being held captive by what-ifs and fears, we are encouraged to take small, intentional steps toward our goals. Practical strategies to overcome excuses. 1. Identify the root cause. Every excuse has an underlying cause. For example, if you often say, I don't have time, ask yourself, what am I prioritizing over this? If you feel, I'm not good enough, dig deeper, what skills do I feel I lack, and how can I start improving them? By identifying the root cause, you gain clarity and can address the issue directly rather than hiding behind the excuse. 2. Shift from why to how. Replace why can't I with how can I. For instance, instead of saying, why can't I find time to exercise, ask, how can I make time for exercise? Instead of, why can't I learn this new skill, try, how can I take the first step toward learning? This subtle shift in language fosters a problem-solving mindset. 3. Adopt the one small step approach. Overcoming excuses doesn't require massive leaps. Start small. Oh, if you feel overwhelmed by a big project, commit to working on it for just 10 minutes a day. Oh, if you're hesitant to start a new hobby, take the smallest action, like researching online or speaking to someone experienced. Small steps build momentum and confidence. 4. Visualize success. Imagine how your life will change once you overcome your excuses. Picture yourself healthier, happier, or more successful. Visualization strengthens your motivation by reminding you of what's at stake. 5. Accountability partners. Share your goals with a trusted friend or mentor. Accountability helps you stay committed and pushes you to act even when excuses creep in. Responsibility is not a burden, it's empowering. When you take ownership of your journey, you reclaim your ability to shape your future. For example, a student struggling with deadlines might blame their busy schedule. But when they take responsibility, they start managing their time better. Breaking the task into smaller chunks, and seeking help when needed. A professional feeling stuck in their career might blame external circumstances. By taking ownership, they begin networking, upgrading their skills, or exploring new opportunities. Responsibility transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. Consider the story of a runner who had always wanted to complete a marathon but kept saying, "I'm not fit enough." One day, they decided to take a single step, jogging for 5 minutes each morning. Over time, this evolved into longer runs, improved stamina, and eventually, crossing the finish line of their first marathon. The key to their success? They stopped making excuses and started taking action, one step at a time. When you let go of excuses, you unlock a life filled with possibilities. Each time you choose action over avoidance, you build resilience and confidence. Every small victory reinforces your belief in your ability to overcome challenges, setting the stage for continuous growth and personal liberation. As the Buddha taught, you are your own master. The future depends on what you do today. By acknowledging the power of your actions, and refusing to let excuses dictate your path, you free yourself to achieve greatness. 6. Continuous improvement. Buddhism sees each day as a new chance for growth. Mindfulness and small, consistent steps are the keys to significant personal development. This discussion will center on how to harness the power of daily improvements, celebrate small victories, and use each experience as a stepping stone towards becoming your best self. Embrace the journey of continuous self-enhancement with practical tips on maintaining momentum and staying committed to your growth trajectory. Buddhism teaches us that each day is an opportunity for renewal and growth. The philosophy emphasizes progress through mindfulness and small, consistent steps rather than drastic leaps. This journey is not about perfection but about embracing the process of becoming a better version of yourself every day. Let's delve deeper into how you can harness the power of continuous improvement and make it a transformative part of your life. In Buddhism, there's a saying, "A jug fills drop by drop." This simple yet profound statement reminds us that meaningful growth often comes from small, consistent actions over time. Just as a plant grows steadily with daily sunlight and water, so do our skills, habits, and inner selves when we nurture them patiently. Think of an athlete training for a marathon. They don't start by running the full distance on day one. Instead, they begin with manageable runs, gradually increasing their stamina and strength over weeks and months. Similarly, your path to personal development is paved with small victories that, when accumulated, lead to significant achievements. Mindfulness is the foundation for continuous growth. By being fully present in the moment, you gain clarity about where you are and what needs to be done. Mindfulness helps you 1. Recognize opportunities for growth. Instead of being stuck in autopilot, mindfulness allows you to reflect on your actions, identify areas of improvement, and make conscious decisions to change. 2. Learn from every experience, whether you succeed or fail. Mindfulness encourages you to treat each experience as a lesson. When things go wrong, instead of being discouraged, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? One of the most effective ways to maintain momentum in your growth journey is to celebrate small wins. These victories may seem minor in the moment but are essential building blocks for larger success. For example, if you're learning a new language, celebrate when you can hold a simple conversation, even if it's not perfect. If you're working on your fitness, acknowledge the progress of being able to do one more push-up than last week. Celebrating small wins reinforces your efforts, boosts your confidence, and reminds you of how far you've come. Practical tip: keep a journal to document your progress. Write down daily accomplishments, no matter how small. Over time, this log becomes a powerful reminder of your growth and a motivator to keep going. Habits are the cornerstone of continuous improvement. When positive behaviors become second nature, they compound over time and lead to exponential growth. Here's how to build habits effectively. 1. Start small. Begin with habits that are easy to implement. For instance, if you want to start meditating, commit to just 1 minute a day. Gradually increase the duration as the habit becomes ingrained. 2. Be consistent. Consistency is more important than intensity. A 10-minute daily practice is more effective than a 1-hour session done sporadically. 3. Use triggers. Attach new habits to existing ones. For example, after brushing your teeth, take a moment to practice gratitude. Over time, the habit becomes automatic. Growth is rarely a straight line, it's a journey filled with peaks and valleys. Setbacks are inevitable, but they can be powerful opportunities for reflection and redirection. Instead of viewing failures as roadblocks, treat them as stepping stones. Example: Thomas Edison, when asked about his failures in inventing the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset of learning from setbacks and persisting despite challenges is at the heart of continuous improvement. Practical tip: after a setback, take time to reflect. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I do differently next time? What have I learned from this experience? Maintaining momentum on the path of continuous improvement requires discipline and motivation. Here are practical ways to stay committed. 1. Set clear goals. Break down long-term goals into smaller, actionable steps. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, start by committing to writing 300 words a day. 2. Surround yourself with support. Engage with a community or individuals who inspire and encourage growth. Their energy can keep you motivated and accountable. 3. Reward yourself. Recognize and reward your efforts. Treat yourself after reaching a milestone, no matter how small. The essence of continuous improvement lies in embracing the journey rather than obsessing over the destination. Each day is a new opportunity to grow, learn, and become better. Whether it's through refining a skill, overcoming a fear, or cultivating a new habit, every step you take adds to your transformation. As the Buddha said, your work is to discover your world and then with all your heart give yourself to it. By committing to small, mindful steps every day, you create a life of purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. Growth isn't about reaching the finish line, it's about evolving, one step at a time, into your best self. 7. Living with purpose. Finding and living your purpose is perhaps the most transformative aspect of Buddhist practice. It's about discovering your unique path that not only fulfills you but also contributes to the greater good. This section will guide you through introspective questions and exercises designed to help you identify your true calling and align your life with it. Infusing every day with intention, meaning, and joy. Living with purpose is one of the most profound ways to lead a meaningful and fulfilling life. In Buddhism, finding and following your unique purpose, your Dharma, is seen as a way to align your actions with the greater harmony of the universe. It is not just about personal satisfaction, but about contributing to the greater good, leaving a legacy of meaning and impact. Let us dive deeper into what it means to live with purpose, and how you can uncover and align your life with your true calling. In Buddhist philosophy, living with purpose begins with self-awareness. The Buddha teaches us that each of us has a unique role in the interconnected web of life. Whether your purpose lies in teaching, creating, healing, or supporting others, it is equally valuable. Purpose is not about external validation or comparison, it is about discovering and nurturing the unique gifts that you bring to the world. To live with purpose, you must first uncover what truly matters to you. Here are some introspective questions to help you identify your calling. 1. What makes you feel alive? Think about the activities or experiences that energize you and make you lose track of time. These are often clues to your passions. 2. What would you do if failure wasn't an option? This question helps strip away fears and self-imposed limitations, allowing you to dream freely. 3. How do you want to be remembered? Reflecting on the legacy you wish to leave can clarify the values and contributions that are most important to you. 4. What impact do you want to have on others? Consider how your talents, skills, and experiences can positively influence the lives of those around you. Living with purpose isn't about grand gestures or extraordinary actions, it's about aligning your everyday choices with your core values. Here's how to start. 1. Define your values. Write down your top 5 values principles that you want to guide your life. Examples might include compassion, creativity, growth, family, or service. Use these values as a compass for decision-making. 2. Set intentional goals. Break down your purpose into actionable, achievable goals. For example, if your purpose involves helping others, set a goal to volunteer weekly or mentor someone in need. 3. Infuse purpose into the mundane. Even ordinary tasks can align with your purpose when done with intention. For instance, cooking a meal for your family can become an act of love and service, while doing your job with care can contribute to the well-being of others. When you live with purpose, joy and fulfillment naturally follow. Unlike fleeting happiness that depends on external circumstances, purpose-driven joy comes from a deep sense of meaning and alignment. Consider this example: a teacher who views their work as a way to shape the minds of the next generation will feel a sense of fulfillment even during challenging days, because their actions align with their deeper calling. The journey to living with purpose is not without challenges. You may face self-doubt, societal pressure, or the fear of failure. Here's how to overcome these obstacles. 1. Silence the inner critic. Practice mindfulness to recognize and challenge negative self-talk. Replace doubts like "I'm not good enough" with affirmations like "I am capable and evolving every day." 2. Break free from expectations. Let go of societal or familial expectations that don't align with your true self. Remember, your purpose is yours alone. It doesn't need to meet anyone else's approval. 3. Embrace failure as growth. Understand that setbacks are a natural part of the journey. Each challenge teaches you resilience and brings you closer to understanding your true path. Practical exercises to discover purpose. 1. The Ikigai framework. Ikigai, a Japanese concept meaning reason for being, is a helpful tool for discovering purpose. Draw 4 overlapping circles labeled: Oh, what you love. Oh, what you're good at. Oh, what the world needs. Oh, what you can be paid for. Where these circles intersect is your Ikigai, your purpose. 2. Daily reflection practice. At the end of each day, reflect on which moments felt most meaningful. Over time, patterns will emerge, revealing what truly matters to you. 3. Journaling your why. Write about why you wake up each morning. What motivates you? What impact do you want to create? Revisiting this journal regularly can help you refine and stay connected to your purpose. Examples of living with purpose. The artist, a painter who uses their art to tell stories of social justice, aligns their passion with a broader purpose, inspiring others to take action. The caregiver, a parent who sees their role as nurturing kind, thoughtful children, recognizes the ripple effect their efforts will have on the world. The innovator, an entrepreneur solving community problems through creative solutions, finds purpose in making lives better. Each of these examples highlights that purpose is not confined to specific careers or roles. It's about the intention and meaning behind what you do. Purpose is not a destination, it's a way of being. Each day offers an opportunity to align your actions with your purpose, no matter how small. Whether it's through a kind word, a creative project, or a moment of gratitude. Living with purpose means making each moment count. As the Buddha said, your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. By embracing this philosophy, you not only create a life of meaning and joy for yourself but also inspire and uplift others, leaving a positive and lasting impact on the world. 8. Inner validation. Your personal journey should be resilient to the sway of others' opinions. Like the trees in a forest that stand firm regardless of how the wind blows, your sense of self-worth should be deeply rooted. This part of the video will provide techniques to strengthen your inner validation and remain steadfast in your values, even in the face of external pressure or criticism. Your journey in life is uniquely yours, and no one else can truly walk it for you. While external opinions may swirl around you like gusts of wind in a forest, your self-worth should remain deeply rooted, unwavering, and self-sustaining. True inner validation comes from recognizing your intrinsic value, staying grounded in your principles, and being confident in your unique path. Let's explore how to cultivate this unwavering inner strength and shield yourself from the sway of external judgment or criticism. Imagine a vast forest where each tree stands tall and firm, regardless of how the wind blows. The strength of the tree lies in its deep roots, anchoring it to the ground even during storms. In the same way, your inner validation must be rooted in self-awareness, self-acceptance, and clarity about your values. When you deeply understand who you are and what you stand for, no external opinion can uproot your confidence or self-esteem. Relying on external validation can lead to a cycle of insecurity. When we seek approval from others, our self-worth becomes tied to their opinions, which can be fleeting, biased, or inconsistent. This creates a shaky foundation for confidence and self-esteem. For example, a student who only feels accomplished when praised by their teacher might struggle with self-doubt if the praise stops. A professional who bases their self-worth on workplace recognition may feel inadequate during periods of less visibility. External validation is temporary, but inner validation provides lasting stability. By shifting your focus inward, you take control of your self-worth, and free yourself from the emotional ups and downs of seeking approval. 8. Inner validation. Your personal journey should be resilient to the sway of others' opinions. Like the trees in a forest that stand firm regardless of how the wind blows, your sense of self-worth should be deeply rooted. This part of the video will provide techniques to strengthen your inner validation and remain steadfast in your values, even in the face of external pressure or criticism. Your journey in life is uniquely yours, and no one else can truly walk it for you. While external opinions may swirl around you like gusts of wind in a forest, your self-worth should remain deeply rooted, unwavering, and self-sustaining. True inner validation comes from recognizing your intrinsic value, staying grounded in your principles, and being confident in your unique path. Let's explore how to cultivate this unwavering inner strength and shield yourself from the sway of external judgment or criticism. Imagine a vast forest where each tree stands tall and firm, regardless of how the wind blows. The strength of the tree lies in its deep roots, anchoring it to the ground even during storms. In the same way, your inner validation must be rooted in self-awareness, self-acceptance, and clarity about your values. When you deeply understand who you are and what you stand for, no external opinion can uproot your confidence or self-esteem. Relying on external validation can lead to a cycle of insecurity. When we seek approval from others, our self-worth becomes tied to their opinions, which can be fleeting, biased, or inconsistent. This creates a shaky foundation for confidence and self-esteem. For example, a student who only feels accomplished when praised by their teacher might struggle with self-doubt if the praise stops. A professional who bases their self-worth on workplace recognition may feel inadequate during periods of less visibility. External validation is temporary, but inner validation provides lasting stability. By shifting your focus inward, you take control of your self-worth, and free yourself from the emotional ups and downs of seeking approval. Techniques to strengthen inner validation. 1. Identify your core values. Your values are the foundation of inner validation. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. Ask yourself, what principles guide my decisions? What do I stand for, regardless of external circumstances? When your actions align with your values, you naturally feel more confident and authentic, regardless of what others think. 2. Practice self-reflection. Spend time regularly reflecting on your actions, thoughts, and feelings. Instead of seeking external opinions, ask yourself, did I do my best today? Did my actions align with my values? Self-reflection helps you build trust in your own judgment and fosters self-awareness. 3. Set personal benchmarks for success. Instead of measuring your progress by others' standards, create your own benchmarks. For example, if you're learning a new skill, celebrate your improvement over time rather than comparing yourself to someone more experienced. In your career, focus on the quality of your contributions rather than the recognition you receive. 4. Silence your inner critic. Often, our harshest critic is ourselves. When negative self-talk arises, challenge it with compassion and evidence. Replace thoughts like, I'm not good enough, with, I'm learning and growing every day. This practice rewires your brain to focus on progress rather than perceived shortcomings. 5. Embrace your unique journey. Everyone's path is different. Comparing your progress to others only diminishes your sense of self-worth. Remember, the only person you should strive to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Embrace your individuality and focus on your unique journey. Staying resilient in the face of criticism. Criticism is an inevitable part of life, but how you respond to it determines whether it derails you or strengthens you. Here's how to handle criticism constructively. 1. Separate the message from the messenger. Not all criticism is about you. It often reflects the critic's own insecurities or biases. Take time to evaluate the feedback objectively. Ask yourself, oh, is this feedback constructive? Oh, does it align with my values and goals? If the answer is no, let it go. If yes, use it as an opportunity to grow. 2. Practice emotional detachment. Imagine negative comments as leaves floating downstream. They may linger momentarily, but they eventually drift away. By detaching emotionally from criticism, you maintain control over your self-worth and prevent external negativity from taking root. 3. Use criticism as a learning tool. Constructive criticism can be valuable for growth. Instead of reacting defensively, approach it with curiosity. Ask, oh, what can I learn from this feedback? Oh, how can I use this information to improve? At the core of inner validation is self-acceptance, the ability to embrace yourself fully, flaws and all. This means acknowledging your strengths, owning your imperfections, and treating yourself with kindness. When you accept yourself as you are, you create a solid foundation of self-worth that external opinions cannot shake. Practical exercise. Write a list of your strengths and accomplishments. Reflect on how these qualities have helped you navigate challenges. Next, list areas you want to improve. Instead of criticizing yourself, frame them as opportunities for growth. For example, instead of saying, I'm bad at public speaking, say, I'm working on becoming a more confident speaker. Consider a young artist who struggles with external criticism of their work. At first, negative comments from others undermine their confidence. However, as they begin to focus on their passion and remind themselves why they create art, they find that their self-worth is not tied to others' opinions. Over time, their resilience grows, and they develop a deep sense of pride in their creations, regardless of external feedback. This transformation highlights the power of inner validation. When you root your confidence in your values and passions, you can withstand criticism and remain true to yourself. Inner validation is a lifelong practice, but it is the key to a fulfilling and authentic life. By grounding your self-worth in your values, embracing self-acceptance, and staying resilient in the face of external opinions, you build a foundation of unshakable confidence. As the Buddha said, do not seek approval outside yourself. Your worth is not determined by others, it comes from within. By cultivating inner validation, you can navigate life with clarity, strength, and peace, standing tall like a tree in the forest, no matter how the wind blows. 9. The preciousness of life. Each day is a priceless gift, and Buddhist wisdom teaches us to appreciate the impermanence of life. This final segment will inspire you to live each day with urgency and mindfulness, cherishing every moment and using it as an opportunity to grow, contribute, and thrive. Learn how to embrace life's fleeting nature and make the most of the time you have. With practical advice on living intentionally and leaving a meaningful legacy. Life is a gift, fleeting and impermanent. In Buddhism, the impermanence of life is not seen as something to fear, but as a powerful reminder to live fully, mindfully, and with intention. Every day offers an opportunity to grow, contribute, and create meaning not just for yourself but for others. Let us explore how to embrace the preciousness of life and transform each day into a meaningful journey. Impermanence is one of Buddhism's core teachings. It reminds us that everything in life, our possessions, relationships, even our existence, is temporary. While this can feel daunting, it is also liberating. By recognizing the transient nature of life, we learn to cherish every moment, and make the most of the time we have. The story of the flower. In Buddhist tradition, a teacher once held up a delicate flower and asked his students to reflect on its beauty. The flower's petals would soon wilt, but this impermanence made it even more precious. Life is like that flower, beautiful not despite its brevity but because of it. Imagine waking up each morning with the awareness that this day is unique, never to be repeated. How would that change your choices, your interactions, and your mindset? When you see each day as a priceless gift, you approach life with gratitude, urgency, and mindfulness. Practical ways to live intentionally. 1. Start with gratitude. Begin each day by acknowledging 3 things you're grateful for. This could be as simple as the sunrise, the warmth of your home, or the love of family and friends. 2. Be fully present. Practice mindfulness in daily activities. Whether you're drinking your morning tea, having a conversation, or working on a project, be fully immersed in the moment. This deep presence transforms even mundane tasks into meaningful experiences. 3. Set intentions for the day. Ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish today that aligns with my values and purpose? This helps you prioritize meaningful actions over distractions. The fleeting nature of life also emphasizes the importance of cherishing relationships. Often, we take our loved ones for granted, assuming they will always be there. Buddhism teaches us to approach relationships with compassion, gratitude, and presence. Practical tips for nurturing relationships. Express appreciation. Don't wait for a special occasion to tell someone you care. Send a thoughtful message, give a heartfelt compliment, or simply say, "Thank you for being in my life." Listen fully. When engaging with others, practice active listening. Give them your undivided attention, and seek to understand their feelings and perspectives. Resolve conflicts quickly. Life is too short to hold grudges. Seek reconciliation where possible, and approach disagreements with humility and an open heart. One of the most meaningful ways to honor the preciousness of life is by contributing to the well-being of others. By giving your time, energy, and resources to causes greater than yourself, you leave a positive mark on the world. How to contribute daily. Perform acts of kindness. Small gestures, like helping a neighbor, donating to charity, or offering words of encouragement, can have a ripple effect on others. Share your talents. Use your unique skills and knowledge to make a difference. Whether it's mentoring someone, creating art, or solving problems, your contributions add value to the world. Volunteer your time. Dedicate a portion of your time to a cause you believe in. Whether it's community service, environmental conservation, or supporting the underprivileged. Life's impermanence also reminds us to embrace challenges with courage. Each difficulty we face is an opportunity to grow, build resilience, and deepen our understanding of life's beauty. Turning setbacks into growth. Reframe the challenge. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, view them as stepping stones. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Practice gratitude in adversity. Even in tough times, there are things to be grateful for. Focusing on these blessings helps you maintain perspective and optimism. Celebrate progress. Recognize your growth and resilience as you navigate challenges. Every small step forward is a testament to your strength. When we live with an awareness of life's impermanence, we naturally think about the legacy we want to leave behind. This doesn't mean grand achievements or fame, it means creating a positive impact in the lives of those around us. Building a meaningful legacy. 1. Cultivate values. Teach and model values like kindness, integrity, and generosity. These qualities will continue to influence others long after you're gone. 2. Share stories and wisdom. Pass down lessons and memories to loved ones. Sharing your experiences helps preserve your legacy and inspires others. 3. Create something lasting. Whether it's through art, writing, a charitable project, or simply the love you give to others. Focus on leaving a lasting mark that reflects your purpose and values. Finally, embracing the preciousness of life also involves letting go of what no longer serves you. Whether it's regret, resentment, or attachment to material things, releasing these burdens allows you to live more freely and fully. Steps to let go. Forgive yourself and others. Release the weight of past mistakes and grudges. Forgiveness is a gift that frees your heart and mind. Declutter your life. Simplify your surroundings and let go of possessions that don't add value or joy. Detach from outcomes. Focus on the process rather than the result. Trust that your efforts are enough, regardless of the outcome. Life's impermanence is a call to action. It reminds us that every moment is an opportunity to grow, love, and contribute. By embracing the fleeting nature of life, you can live with greater clarity, gratitude, and purpose. As the Buddha said, the trouble is, you think you have time. But the truth is, time is finite, and that is what makes it so precious. Make the most of every day, and in doing so, create a life rich with meaning, connection, and joy. As we wrap up, remember that life's greatest opportunities often lie in the unknown. Challenges and uncertainties are not barriers but bridges to growth, pushing you closer to your highest self. Approach each moment with curiosity, courage, and an open heart, knowing that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you envision. Let 2025 be the year you embrace transformation and step into your fullest potential. If these insights resonated with you, we invite you to become part of our growing community. Subscribe to Wisdom in Buddhism and join us in exploring deeper teachings that inspire purposeful living. Don't forget to like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Together, we can grow stronger, wiser, and more mindful one moment at a time.